What?
Gone. You guys suck, man. I want to watch you live. What are you talking about? Hello from Michigan. Well, right back at you. Hello from Michigan from us, too.
Yeah.
Dropping loads. Dropping loads. Turn the volume down. Feedback.
Right.
What's up?
What's up, what's up? Hello from California. Hello.
And that is 3 hours earlier right now.
Yeah.
It is 21, 23 hours right now from Kalamazoo, Michigan right now. Yes, we are in Kalamazoo, Michigan, here to pick up a load at General Mills. It's a backhaul that we
Got screwed on.
Yeah, we got screwed on. We got delayed. General Mills is behind. So we're finally sitting at a dock right now. Chilling at the TA in Michigan. The one TA in Michigan. Right?
Right.
How we liking being back in the truck.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Where are you at, Logic? We're in Kalamazoo.
Dexter, Michigan.
Seems to be a lot of people in Michigan.
Yeah. Vegas. Oh, I am. I'm happy.
You're happy?
Yeah. Dave asked, said I look happy.
Well, he's said that for years now. He's never seen you look so happy in all your life.
Right?
I go, it's because I punch her in the stomach. She likes the abuse. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we come to Des Moines often? No, we do not. Not anymore. Used to go through Des Moines all the time, but not anymore. I guess we used to be there daily.
Yeah.
We were running FedEx.
Yeah.
That was a hoot. It's like the memories, man. All the places we've gone.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Hey, Jeremy, since you're the CEO, do you have a HR department in case Selena files a sexual harassment case? Yeah, I do. I have another woman running the HR department. So I get sued all the time. As soon as you put a woman in a position, she's just going to sue you, you know.
Oh, jeez, man.
Give a woman a job, sexual harassment. Yeah, you gotta admit, the world's gone full retard if your own wife can file a sexual harassment lawsuit on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would actually be hilarious to get served papers about, you patted me on the hiney in the office and I'm suing you for everything. How's Brent doing with the move? He's good. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of sucked because, you know, he's this whole lockdown thing all year. He's doing online school. He's turned into like a little cave dweller, you know, like a hermit. He just stays home all the time. Not that he's even unhappy with it. He's actually at the point now where he gets to play Call of Duty all day and just hang out at home, and we're at work, so he has the house to himself a lot. And it's like, you know, I'm sure he doesn't have to have a job because he stays home and takes care of the dogs while we're working, so I'm sure he's not too out of sorts about that. So.
Oh, Brent was asking for the Hulu stuff.
Oh. So what else is going on in here, though? I just moved here to Des Moines and I love it. We moved from Yuma. Yeah, coming from a place like Yuma, like we lived in Vegas, coming back to the Midwest, yeah, it's a little bit of a switch at first, but once you adjust, the Midwest is far nicer than living on the West Coast, in my opinion. Sorry, Chaka.
Sorry, Chaka. I didn't realize it was all about you.
Go ahead, show them your boulders.
No. There's other channels that pour out their wives.
Oh, you.
Oh, me.
There's channels out there with chicks showing their gams. How's the truck doing? It's okay. Once we got past the issues that popped up right away, of course, had the DPF system take a little bit of a dump, and that was $1,800. And then the stupid Merida Wabco on guard crap really hit us hard. Had to do the gauge cluster, whole bunch of wiring, and replace the whole stupid radar system because nobody would screw with it, and I just wanted to get rid of it. That was $5,000. So everything's been going okay so far, though. Since then, it's like hopefully those were the major issues we have to deal with for a while, and then now we're finally turning the corner of the money's creeping back up after we had to dive into it so hard for just about $7,000. So things are going okay right now.
Why not
Of course,
have the pups with us?
with your own truck, though, you know how it goes. The other shoe can drop at any time, and you can be looking at a big old bill again. So
Yeah. Well, the pups don't need to come with us because we get home every day.
yeah, we get home every day.
We usually get home about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Today was just a one-off that the General Mills here, they were backed up
Since like yesterday
or something. They were all on back order, so we showed up here just after 2 o'clock today, 2 p.m., and they sent us packing and said this check back in at 9 p.m. because they're so backed up. So yeah, I'm on my 8th month of unemployment. The diabetes is a bit high, so I'm losing my CDL. That I'm being 65 years old, it's hard to find a good job.
Wow.
I mean, the diabetes thing, because you know I got diabetes too, that if you need to get through your physical and the sugars and all that, I usually go, especially like a couple of weeks out from taking a physical, I go carb free, and I even fast a lot. So I mean, if the physical is the thing, then that's usually what I do. Of course, you know, going carb free all the time, having diabetes would be optimal.
Yeah.
The ideal thing to do is just go keto. But what's the difference between Landstar Ranger and Landstar Inway? Nothing. They're just two. Ranger
one has a
and
better CSA score.
yeah, you'll find if you, whichever division you get put into, either Inway or Ranger, usually they need more new trucks coming into a division. Like if you get put into Inway, it's going to be because they need fresh blood in there to straighten out the CSA score on that end. If you get put over to Ranger, it could also have to do with the region of the country you live in, I think. But the way I was told originally when I started with Landstar back in 2012, I got put into Inway, and guys were asking like, well, what can I be in Ranger or something like that? And it's just Inway's what you got. You know, that's where we need trucks, and that's where you know.
It's all the same.
It's same. It's just a sticker on the truck. It makes your Landstar either way. It doesn't matter. So, but probably you're getting put into Ranger or Inway because one of those divisions needs to beef up their CSA scores. So that's probably what it has to do with it. As long as you can book freight, yeah. I mean, whatever division you're going to run, you get into Inway or Ranger, you can do flatbed, you can do dry van, heavy haul, whatever, you know, each division they got that You can do anything in each one, so it doesn't even matter. And then I think Inway has more trucks in it. Is a bigger division. So, like I said, though, their CSA score will probably determine which one you go into. I might be wrong, but
I mean, both times we ended up in Inway. So.
Yeah, I was in Inway. Well, all 3 times I've been with Landstar.
In Ranger, you get a Chuck Norris decal on your truck.
Sorry, it is a bad history for y'all, but do you remember what orientation was like? It's boring. They just go over normal stuff. I mean, you already had your physical and drug test done before you got there. You're already pre-qualified. So when you show up for orientation, they'll be sure and request, if you want, they will put you in a hotel. If you, depending on where you're going to orientation at, ask the orientation coordinator, like, oh, can I get a hotel? Because they'll put you up at a hotel. You can bobtail over there. If you just want to sleep in your truck at the yard, you can do that. But
yeah, but they'll give you a hotel for free. So
they'll give you a hotel for free.
Because you're there for like 3 days.
Yeah, you'll be there for a few days, and then on top of that, you may be waiting for a little while for a trailer too.
Oh yeah, that takes a while.
After you get done with orientation, you want to ask them too, like, if they'll still leave you in the hotel while you're waiting for a trailer, you know? Because then trailer utilization, it may take them a few days just to get you a trailer after orientation is over. And take that time, clean your truck up, put the stickers on it, do it right, you know? You're sitting around for a couple, 3 days waiting on a trailer anyway, so...
And chances are you're going to have to deadhead to go pick it up.
And that too. You'll have to deadhead somewhere to go pick it up. And then do not book a load until you've already picked up that trailer. That's one thing I could tell anybody. Go check out the trailer, because then you could pick up a bum trailer that, oh, it's in this drop yard somewhere or something like that. You go pick it up, it's got a couple flat tires, it's been sitting there for 3 months or something like that, you know. Go pick up that trailer, make sure it's clean and road ready before you book a load. Because if you go and book a load because they tell you go pick up a trailer and you get there and there's something wrong with it, then you're boned out on your load. Oh, I got to be first thing in the morning, I got to be able to pick up this load, and you got major problems with the trailer. So be patient when you're first getting started with Landstar. There is a learning curve to it. You will have to learn the load board. As soon as you can get on the load board, start looking at it, figuring some lanes out, you know, just see where freight's strong, where it's not. They got things on the app and everything too, and on the web page if you do it in the office, to like lane match and all this kind of stuff. And you can see where good zones are. Maybe like look at California, look at the Midwest. I mean, you can never go wrong with the Midwest.
Well, and too, if you get a load somewhere, before you even book that load, follow the trail, see what's in that area you're going to, if you're going to be able to get a load out.
Yeah.
Or how far you're going to have to deadhead in order to get a load from that area.
Yeah, because you can see, say you're in Indianapolis, you know, and you find a sweet load, but it's going to Portland, Oregon, and it's paying like a mofo. It's like, oh man, this is great money, and you just book it and go, right? Well, before you even book the load though, do a little snapshot of what's going on in Portland, Oregon for dry van, and you'll see there ain't nothing going on usually.
Yeah,
you're going to take this load.
500 miles to Reno.
Yeah, you're going to take this. We did it. That's why we've taken these UPS, FedEx, whatever loads that go to Seattle and Portland, and there's no freight up there. So you're going to get a great rate going in, but you're going to eat dog shit coming out usually. As far as I know, Southern California is banging right now. So you can get great rates there. You can get a lot of good rates in the Midwest. You can get a lot of great rates on the Eastern Seaboard if we want to run up and down there.
Well, somebody was texting me, one of our friends was texting the other day, and was telling us, you know, showing us what was on the load board and stuff right now. But it didn't matter because we can't go back till February anyways. But like they got
tear gas to Portland, busted up glass and burned up cars coming out.
Yeah, but they got loads right now, auto part loads going for $6.75 a mile.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no joke. She sent me the thing, and like almost all the loads are over $3 a mile. There's Like there's this one here, look, San Diego to Laredo, $7.53 a mile, 10 grand.
Is that a team load or something?
Yeah, it was a 2-day run.
Yeah.
For 1,300 miles, $10,000, 6,000 pounds.
I mean, if we were still at Landstar right now, we could have been thumping out some of these team loads for $7 and $8 a mile.
Yeah, because I got a
What are
whole
you gonna
bunch
do?
from like Bolingbrook, Illinois to Albany, Oregon, $333 a mile, $7,000, 2-day runs. But yeah,
Yeah, if you're a team running, for sure, you'd be banging out some money. Load availability would be definitely in your favor. Running solo, you can see a little bit of a cut in that because, you know,
yeah, teams.
big bucks where big bucks teams is where it's at. But
yeah, someone asked, how do you put up with each other in such a small space in a long period of time on the road? Because we actually like each other.
I mean, she keeps her pepper spray over there. You know, if I get out of line, she'll give me a hose down. You know.
No, we're like best friends, so you know. It's like, how often do you fight with your best friend?
Sorta. I mean, I put up with you.
Whatever, Mr. Negative. Now, like most people, they have to have their alone time, their me time, you know. You gotta go hang out with the girls, or I'm gonna go play golf with the boys. But you know,
Yep, I do punch her fart box all the time.
but we actually like to, you know, do everything with each other. So
It's kind of a funny thing when I'm punching her in the butt. When she's walking upstairs in front of me, and I'm like just uppercutting her butt, like right in her Cheerio, you know what I mean? I'm like boom, 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 punching her butt. And sometimes I punch a little bit too close between the uprights, and she goes, "Oh, taco smash!"
yeah.
So, oh, well, whoops, sorry. Literally, just punch her right in the butthole all the time. It's great. I punch her in the butthole a dozen times, and I go. Do we think we'll go back to Landstar? No, not because Landstar would take us back out on the road full time, and Brent's living with us, and you know the dogs and everything. And this truck is just a mid-roof truck with the single bunk, you know, and everything with not much storage in it. It wouldn't be a over-the-road truck necessarily, except if I was running solo. And
He was all by himself, none of my crap.
yeah, she packs his truck up with a ton of shit.
Dude, we lived in it for 4 years and didn't have a house.
Yeah, I know. But it still had a ton of stuff. You know me. I always wanted to have less stuff. I'm weird like that. I'm like a minimalist, you know. I don't like having much stuff in the truck. I don't like having much stuff in my house. You know, I just don't like having a lot of stuff. I want it to be like bare.
Like, he wants to have stuff. He just doesn't want to have to see it.
Well, like, say if you got a big living room, right? Some people in this world, if they have space, they just see it like, I gotta fill it with shit. I'm the kind of guy where I want my big screen TV and my couch and maybe a coffee table, but the rest of it could be bare. Like I like hearing an echo in my house. You know, that's how bare I like it. So, what's up, Taylor? What's going on, man? No, I just don't like a lot of stuff. That's all. Okay? Maybe because I grew up in a.
Dave said it takes a lot to take care of you, Jeremy.
What? What?
He's a needy bitch. No, I'm joking.
Actually, it doesn't take much. I'm also the kind of guy I don't like having, say, a ton of clothes. You know, all I need is one jacket. I buy one pair of sneakers at a time. You know, I only have a few pairs of jeans and a few shirts, type of thing. You know, it's like I get one hat and I wear one hat. I've been wearing it for 2 years now. You know what I mean? I don't. Pretty much. I don't know if that's being minimalist in a sense. What?
No.
But it helps. You save
Pretty much
money.
she
You
only
save
likes-
money and you have free space.
He only likes his crap to be out.
But if my crap is out, how much crap is there? Practically none, right? But you share your space with other people. Hey, I deal with it, don't I? I deal with it.
Yeah, I threw away a big ol' ass dumpster full of shit for you.
Literally an entire roll-off.
Yeah, an entire roll off.
Filled that bastard up.
Yeah, the kind that's taller than you, you know, not
Yeah,
one
we
of
had
those little
a-
skid ones.
We had one of
that are-
those 6 or 8 foot high roll-offs put in front of the house, a full-length one. When we moved out of the house, all the stuff that she had, when she moved in with me, all the stuff, it was filled up in the garage, all the rooms, everything, chucked it all, filled up an entire dumpster, like up to the brim. That's how much stuff she had. Oh, you were hating me for that too. Hating it. You're making me throw out all my stuff. Do you hate me for it?
No, I just don't like that it didn't feel like it was enough for you.
Yeah, even our place now, we still have too much shit. It's not empty. Oh. It's just me. That's how I roll. Two people that like to have a lot of stuff, it seems odd. I get that. They don't get it. They're like, how can you not have this? And it's like, because I don't need it.
It's hard to find compatible crazy, Dave said.
Yeah, I mean,
we're the same crazy.
Same crazy, different ward, I guess. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I take up a whole separate wing of the crazy.
I'm the good kind of crazy.
I mean, if you got to deal with a woman, yeah, she is the good kind of crazy. If you just don't want to deal with crazy, then stay by yourself. You know what I mean?
Unless you're crazy, then you're gonna deal with crazy all the time, anyways.
Yeah, then you're just gonna look in the mirror and deal with yourself. Head's gonna be all coming off and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they haven't even hooked up to this trailer yet. Come on over, we'll get you in the door.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was on duty that whole time?
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, man, everybody whip it on by me. When you have that type of relationship where you can say you're gonna punch your spouse in the back of the head and insult each other, it's not a true marriage. Well, that would have been my first wife. That's when I realized I had to get away from her. It was literally the day she was psycho, and she would just berate me and put me down all the time and call me everything under the sun, and I wasn't a real man and all this kind of stuff, and I was weak, and I just put up with it for years. And I realized when I finally had to get away from her was the day she came at me. She's like, "You're a piece of shit, you're this," rah, 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 going off on me, just screaming. Then she turned around to walk away like, "Man," and she turned around to walk away, and I literally had a fist and I was gonna punch her, and I caught myself. Like, she had finally pushed me over that edge, and I went, whoa. Like, she walked away oblivious to it, like she didn't know how quick came. I was just gonna pile drive her right in the back of the head and just, you know, punch her through a wall. And I realized at that point I had to get away from her, you know. I mean, that's when my daughter was still only a year old and all this kind of stuff and whatever, but that's how bad it got, that I was going to become violent towards her if I didn't get away from her. And of course I had the presence of mind to like stop, get away, and yeah, we broke up. It sucked, but you hate for things to go that route. But I realized this was going to get violent, and there was going to be no good outcome to it at all if I didn't get away from her, no matter what. So yeah, if you got somebody like that in your life, get the hell out. Get out before it gets too bad.
Yes, I'm still cutting his hair.
Yeah, it's a little messy right now. We were sleeping and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went out we were actually headed out of town because this wasn't ready. We called in, dispatch said, yeah, bring it on home. We'll get it later, I guess.
Yeah, we're all down the road.
Yeah, we're heading down the road just out of Kalamazoo, just getting out of town. She called me back and said, would you be willing to stay over and get that? We'll pay you layover. I mean, we'll get $300 for waiting for the load. But It just means it cost us getting a load tomorrow,
Yeah, which would have run us
which would have made
about
more money.
yeah, like 3 times the amount of money.
But it's like you're at that moment too. You don't want to be a dick. It's your business, and you're here to make money. But it's like, tit for tat.
They said they weren't going to have anybody in the area for a while.
Yeah.
I think this run might only go once a week.
Yeah, maybe once or twice a week or something like that. So they've been having trouble getting some backhauls back to the yard in Champaign. So I said, all right, we'll do it. And of course, we didn't get called for a load for tomorrow, and now we're gonna take this back tonight. We'll be back as long as we get loaded.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 in the morning, and then we'll get back, get home, go to bed, and we'll have tomorrow off. So, oh well. Right?
Yep.
Must be nice to have each other to talk to when you're waiting to get loaded.
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'd be straight up sitting here watching Netflix, man. God. Your face. You're like, God, you're such a douche. Yep, just like old times, Rick.
Yep.
What's going on, Rick? Where you at, man? Rick's the one I met in Aurora. Was it Aurora? Yeah. At the craft.
How cold is it? It's in the 40s.
It's in the 40s right now, like 45 or something like that. And then, did we have rain this morning?
I don't
No.
know. No.
Quincy, Illinois. What? West Jefferson? Jefferson, Ohio? Indiana?
Isn't that? Didn't you meet that guy in Florence? I don't know.
Florence.
Yeah, the TA.
Oh, yeah. I met Rick at the TA in Florence. There was another guy. Sorry. Oh, his name was Greg. I'm getting all my fanboys mixed up.
He said yes, Florence.
Yeah, we met in Florence. Yeah, I was at
I have a bad memory.
Yeah, that day was sucking, man. When we met, I'm sorry I didn't have more time to talk that day. I was like running real short on hours and everything, just trying to get out of town.
Didn't you make it home with 1 minute on your clock?
No, I got stuck in Indianapolis.
Oh, that was the one with the traffic.
Oh, that's when the truck broke down that day too.
Mm.
That's when the DPF system took a dump on the way home too.
Your bad luck, bro.
Stay away from the civil unrest. Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually ever get caught up in that crap.
No.
What's
When's
her
our birthdays?
Hers
Next
is
year?
Yeah.
Next year.
When's our
Next
birthdays?
Year.
Every year
Every year.
until we die. No, mine's in May and hers is in April.
Someone said they got their CDL a few months ago and you had to watch one of our videos for class. Which video?
The one where I'm punching her in a fart box?
Is it a what not to do video?
Yeah.
Or was it the the backing video?
Maybe the backing video.
Or the unhooking a set of doubles?
Yeah, what video would people be using for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, stay away from that school.
The one with me backing up. Oh yeah. Was it a good teachable video, or were they talking about, this is what you don't do and you don't do that?
Yeah, were they using for actual good reference or bad?
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of backing videos that are just legit put out by like CR England has one and stuff like that. And I mean, the only thing I say about that video,
language,
and how I was talking through it because I didn't care. But
oh, it was for good.
How to poop between the tires.
It was for good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like in trucking school, they give particular formula for backing up, like turn the wheel all the way this way and all the way that way.
Yeah, look at the landing gear.
Look at the landing gear, and you have these markers and all this kind of stuff. And I go, yeah, I know what I put out in the video was talking about. You just got to feel it, man. Feed it back in there. You know what I mean? Things like that. That's what I was kind of putting out.
And you don't always have a million feet so that you can pull up and do a straight line back or an offset back or something, And then in school, they never teach you how to do a dock back, which is dumb because most of the time you have to back into a dock, an alley dock. Yeah.
Yeah, and more things that whenever I've had trainees and stuff too, that anything I ever did was to use common sense, learn how to troubleshoot, you know, use your head. Don't, because I used to teach at a trucking school too, and all the students, there was teachers there, but I realized too the teachers were never like hardcore drivers.
Yeah.
They were just like giving formulas of how to back up or how to do this or how to do that, and being very straight about pre-trips and all, like, you do this, do that, ding ding ding. And it's like, I get it, to pass your CDL test you got to do these things, you know. It's been over like 23 years since I did mine, so you know, when I was teaching at that school, I always took it more with a thing of common sense and giving actual trucking experience advice instead of just how to get your CDL. And like I said, there's two parts to that though. Just getting your CDL so you can get out on the road and learn yourself, because it is hands-on. You got to learn, you got to figure it out, you know, like guys using GPS and all this kind of stuff. I didn't start with GPS. I never used GPS. I had a map book and I had to go sniff things out. And when I saw guys purely depending on their GPS, that always pissed me off.
Bye, Dave.
See you later, Dave. Because they didn't know how to use a map. They'd go, I don't know how to use a map. I've never read a map. I'll just use my GPS. And it's like, no, because your GPS always doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to know how to read a map. You got to know where you're going. You got to know your highways. You got to, you know, and the miles, and you got to be able to trip plan and all these things. You don't just put on the GPS, I'm going to 455 Smith Street and, you know, butt plug Kentucky, and I'm just going to drive until I can't. And it's like, no, you trip plan, you do all these things. There's so many variables out here, you know, that you just you got to learn this crap. The trucking business that's run by people who aren't real truckers. Yeah. Selena, are you going to do more pranks? Loved when you did Jeremy's hair. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Loved it. Thanks. That was a pure jackass moment. Yeah, GPS.
Yeah.
I mean,
or it tells you to go down a freaking wooden pier.
yeah, with the CRST driver or something that drove
left.
down like Santa Monica Pier because GPS told him to turn. He's like, okay. Durr. Still got a green light on this bastard. Hurry up. Yeah, we'll get you in a door. God. Haven't in 10 years since GPS had maps first 10, so can read one.
I mean, we have the road atlas.
Yeah, we got a road atlas
Yeah.
somewhere. In the truck, can't find it. It's at the house somewhere. But yeah, you gotta, when all else fails, you gotta know how to find your own way. You can't depend on GPS. I mean, I use Google Maps for stuff and everything too, but ultimately you gotta know where you're going. You have to be aware, especially at major interstates, state highways, US highways, stuff like that. You get into some downtown areas, you know, and stuff like that. Sometimes a map book ain't gonna help. You just gotta find your way. But even GPS may not help, unless you got trucker GPS and it warns you of low bridges and stuff like that. But you can't totally depend on it. Although it's gonna get better and better over time.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the same thing. One day, what if all cell phones get shut off? You know, what if there is no 5G one day? Everything goes in the shitter. Same as you got to have candles at your house if the power goes out. You know, you got to have some backup, and knowing how to read a map and having awareness of what you're doing and not just looking at your GPS. I mean, I've seen dudes, we were picking up when we were at Traveloco, and we were picking up at a frozen pizza distributor place, that Mad Mike's or something like that pizza in Portland. It was this black dude. He was like one of these African dudes or whatever. He was trying to back into the dock next to us, and he couldn't even back in. But he got out and he came and talked to me, and he's like, I couldn't, you know, he had like that, I guess, African accent or something like that too. I couldn't even find this place, and I have 3 GPSs. I couldn't even find how to get here. And I'm like he just had no idea. He was just purely dependent on GPS, had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah, he like literally had 3 GPSs
He
in
had
his window.
3, a phone and a pad or a tablet and another GPS Garmin thing on his dash and everything, and he literally had no idea. He said all 3 of them said to go a different way. And I'm all, that's when you figure out the best way to go and you just do it yourself. Like, this dude was so twisted up staring at 3 different screens, it was like he had no idea. Meanwhile, I used my map book.
Yeah.
And I referenced it on Google Maps a little bit, and I went right to it. He couldn't find the joint. He couldn't figure it out. It was like I just.
I mean, he obviously found it out because he ended up there, but yeah, I see them all the time too. They got multiple GPSs. They got like the big tablet one. They got a little one, and it's like it's trippy.
What if my aunt had balls?
He's been asking us stupid shit.
Well, they sure got a lot of Prime trailers in here.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of Prime's main accounts, General Mills here. They got Prime trailers everywhere. Do you miss Prime?
Nope.
It's like, I gotta admit, there are certain companies I would never go back to again. Prime. Well, not a bad company, I guess. Just, I would have no desire to do that again.
Someone's asking questions.
Sorry, what? Question: when y'all were company and y'all made your delivery to a certain location that might be sketchy, do you have a... What the hell is up in this thing? Here. Sorry, it's freezing up on me. Question: when y'all were company and y'all made your delivery to a certain location that might be sketchy, do you have to stay there or can you drive away to a safer place? Well, that's a part of trip planning, dude. If you're going to a place, like I got caught at a place in downtown Detroit one time and I was totally out of hours, and I called dispatch and I said, I am not staying out on the street in downtown Detroit. And they kept me there so long though, they burned up my 14 and everything. I had no time left. They said, okay, if you need to, go ahead and move to a safe location. Well, the safest location I knew of, I drove back out to Ann Arbor, Michigan, where they had the truck stops out there. I'm sure I could have gone to other places, but I wasn't that aware of anything right around the Detroit area. And Ann Arbor was the closest thing I saw. And I drove hot in violation out to Ann Arbor and said, screw it. I got loaded finally, but then I had no hours left, and I just drove out to Ann Arbor and did my 10 off out there, and then I left after that. But if you were feeling unsafe, you're in a sketchy place and you're not liking it, make a plan right then. If you got to call dispatch or anything, like I got to move to another location, it's bad down here, I'm in a real just shitty part of town, whatever. I'm gonna wake up with this truck on bricks, and they're gonna steal the wheels and break into your load and all this kind of stuff, or you just feel unsafe. Yeah, you're gonna make a decision. Don't be afraid to ask. Now, dispatchers may be in the thing, just stay there, just do it. And it's like,
it's free will, and there's about 1,000 other companies.
Yeah, there's 1,000 other companies. If they're going to treat you like that and put you in the corner and say screw your safety and all that kind of stuff, it's like,
chances are,
gotta go.
If you don't feel safe, they're not going to make you do something.
Yeah. And always put it on the Qualcomm.
Yeah.
I always send messages on the Qualcomm. Yeah. This is a very unsafe area. Be very legit about it. Like, this is a very unsafe area. I don't feel safe here. There's a lot of shady people out here. I'm afraid for the safety of the truck, the load, and myself. I need to get out of here. If they have an unfavorable response to that, like, oh, just deal with it, then sometimes don't be afraid to take matters into your own hands too and drive out of there. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Fire me for it? Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Not someplace I want to be anyways. There's other jobs out there. That's what I'd do. But that's why we have our own truck too, so we can make those decisions on our own. I don't listen to dispatchers making decisions that involve my safety. It's like, no.
Yeah, but if you're just rolling up for delivery, and you're gonna have to sit out whatever for like an hour or two or something like that, that's not cause for, oh, I don't feel safe. Now, if they want you to stay the night out there, that's different. But if you can't just roll up and pull in a dock, I don't feel safe sitting out here for 30 minutes. Yeah, they're probably going to tell you to go kick rocks on that one.
Yeah, be reasonable about it.
Extended amount of time.
Yeah, it's if you're stuck somewhere or whatever. Like, was it Taylor just saying that he stayed the night in Compton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, whenever we go to LA, usually I'm going to Ontario as part of our trip plan, that I don't go down into LA anywhere because there's not many places to park down there anyways. And typically you're going to get screwed. And I usually stay at Milliken or something. I go to the Petro or TA out in Ontario or find somewhere else to go park, I've even stayed out in Barstow before I drive into LA sometimes, things like that. So, plan ahead a little bit. That's all I can really put it to. You got to plan ahead, especially if you're going into these big metro areas. You're not going to be able to stay anywhere unless you've been there before and you can stay at the shipper or receiver or something like that. Then that's your thing. But typically, I always plan ahead. I stay well out of a metro area, where I know I can find some parking and some services before I go in there. If you're gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
Still got a green light on this
Yeah.
bastard.
We've been here an hour and nothing yet.
This sucking fat veiny pipe.
I'm glad I didn't want any more.
It's already gone.
I'm just messing with you.
We got one last soda right there.
No.
Yeah.
One last hot soda, I'm good.
Pour it in the ice.
I didn't put that much ice in there. There's probably not enough in there. Melt the finish. Either way, I don't want it. If you want it, that's fine.
God. Ow.
What's best e-juice? I use lemon twist peach blossom lemonade.
Yeah, she uses this one. Lemon twist. And then my go-to one for quite some time now too has been Reds.
Berry ice.
Apple berries iced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You find your one juice finally, because we kicked around to a bunch of different ones for a while, and they just didn't work right, or they're too thin. They burn up the coils too quick. The flavor gets overpowering, or it's too weak. It burns easy, or something like that. We finally found ones that work good for us. Going to Chicago, suburbs of Nashville tomorrow for a hockey tournament with my son tomorrow. Sweet. So I said, hockey? What? Later, Junebug. And say, thanks for the info. Wouldn't want to stay in a bad part of town. Yeah, just like I said, plan ahead. If customer burns your 14, you can PC to save parking. Yeah, you can do that. That was a more recent thing. It used to be you just drove in violation, like back 6-8 years ago and stuff. I just have to violate, and then I just put a note that they hadn't worked out the kinks of how to do that. It used to just be distribution centers or whatever. They say, that's your problem, you got to leave, and I go, dude, you guys kept me here so long, my 14's up, I can't even go anywhere. That's your problem, you got to pull out that gate. It's more like a big F you, and then you drive in violation somewhere.
Which makes no sense, because we are their business. Without us, they are...
No, you're a truck driver, you're dirt, they don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's what they think, but without us, they wouldn't have no way to get their shit from A to B, so...
They don't care.
Well, they should.
Well, because, too, if they allow you to stay there, they'd have about 100 trucks sitting in there.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's not feasible in that regard, but then again, it's not my fault. You guys can't effectively and efficiently load trailers and get us out of here.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, it's like, what are these people really doing that they can't load a truck, It's like, do they, like, have that little amount of staff that they can't keep up with it? Or are they just a bunch of lazy slugs in there just
like,
fluffing around
it's
doing
like
nothing?
This place, they're backed up. So what do you do?
I mean,
And-
even when places aren't backed up, it still takes like 2 hours to
Oh,
get
yeah,
loaded.
I mean-
it's like, come on.
like Walmart's used to be really bad. Walmart's gotten way better
Yeah,
because they used to like just stay straight up. They would not pay attention. They would not do this, not do that.
yeah,
Tough
'cause
shit.
it's costing
You
them
come
too
in here
much.
to you come in here to drop or pick up a load with us. Too bad, so sad. If you sit here for 3 days, that's your problem. And finally, they started turning it around where shippers weren't like would come in with a load, and they'd sit there for hours
Yeah.
and go, "We gotta go, dude.
Yeah.
Why don't you let us know when you're ready to take it?" And they just leave. And you go drop it at a yard,
Yeah.
like Prime or something like that. It'd be like drop it at a yard so the driver can pick up another load and go.
Yeah.
And it was like
Then they weren't getting their shit.
then they weren't getting their shit, and it's like, okay, we'll start paying attention. Okay, 4 hour time limit. I think Walmart has a 4 hour time limit now. That they were notoriously bad of keeping you there for hours and
Yeah.
hours and hours. It was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, that we were talking like a decade ago. It's gotten better now. They've straightened up their shit. Whoa, had a whole bunch of comments. What do you recommend for trailer tires, recaps or virgins? And what is a reasonable price range for a trailer tire? I mean, you're gonna have to shop around. I prefer anybody would prefer virgin rubber.
Yeah.
Recaps, there are some decent recaps out there, but overall, no, if you get recaps, sooner or later those things are going to blow. Maybe not today, maybe not for a year, but if you have virgin rubber, chances are, and it's your trailer, invest in your own business, get virgin rubber, maintain your shit properly, you know, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's your trailer, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walmart used to be horrible. Not no more. When people got tired of dealing with them, finally, enough was enough.
Yeah.
Then they had to switch it up. What did I miss? What's that? I let trucks stay on my lot, but they must have permission. Close to 62 miles away, and it's always packed. Yeah, I mean, that's where I gotta admit, I do not miss driving full time over the road anymore.
Yeah.
Dealing with truck stops and just all this parking crap, especially when you're getting towards the East Coast and everything. It's just East Coast and extreme West Coast. Anywhere in the middle, you can work it out. Usually. But yeah. Screw all that, dude.
No.
Do we ever come to Alabama? No, not anymore. We go to we come out of Champaign. We go to Missouri, maybe Iowa,
Michigan.
Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana. That's it. Usually it's within a 500-mile radius of Champaign. That's as far as we go. So. You're welcome. Oh yeah, I got chips. I forgot I had a bag of chips. Where's your schedule like at the company that you're with now? Day shift usually start anywhere from midnight to 5 a.m. depending on the load we accept to take. And then say the load goes out at 3 o'clock in the morning, we got to be there by 2:30 in the yard to hook up, get the paperwork, all this kind of stuff. They want like a half-hour window. We got to leave. Our gate time is 3 a.m. say, and then we got to be out the gate by 3 a.m. So it's real easy. Which typically then, if we got a gate time of 3 a.m., I'll be up at like 1:30. And then chances are I'll probably hit snooze once or twice, but yeah. Just to give us enough time to get over there, get the truck warmed up, go over, get the trailer, you know, bing, bing, bing. Everything's within a couple miles of the yard right there, so, you know, it's all real basic. Yeah, still got a green light. Gonna be here all damn night. Hell, my 10's gonna be up before we get out of here. Y'all good. I'll go to bed. What's up, Brazil? Augusto Santana. Que pasa, wey? Or in Brazil they speak Portuguese. Sorry. ¿Cómo estás? I don't know how to say how are you in Portuguese though. Might be the same.
Yeah.
Or more like Italian, maybe like ¿Cómo stai? Are we still driving CHI? No.
No.
We have not run CHI since January. And we got cut by Landstar. So no more CHI.
Just good luck for the rest of the year, not the rest of our career.
There's only a couple months left, man. What's up? You watch every video?
Every video.
All, how many we got? 200 and something videos for the past 4 years or something?
Not to mention the 100 of them that we deleted.
Oh, it was like 20.
No, it wasn't. I woke up that morning and looked at my phone and like the whole channel was gone. I thought you deleted the whole channel. I was like, what? Where's all the videos?
And then Prime put the nail in that one, man. I was pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, our dispatch was a dick.
Dude, it was fucking queef. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through comments on that.
You guys need to
Sorry. Bit of glitch there.
you guys should check out the Teespring store and
Yeah, buy our merch.
Yeah, buy our merch, man.
Make us rich.
Where are we at now? Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo, Michigan. Got one from Australia.
What?
Australia, Western Canada with snow on the ground. What's up, Mike? Les?
No, we do not talk to the dog.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Lil Dog in a long time. Pretty much since we left Traveloco.
Yep.
I think we heard a little bit out of him a couple times, but then, I mean, I don't, if he cares to talk to us anymore or whatever, I don't know.
Obviously not.
We didn't have anything bad with Lil Dog. It was just, you know, people connect somewhere along the way and disconnect, and, you know.
We kind of do our own thing.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really.
I don't even know if he has been putting up videos. I never get notifications for his videos anymore either.
I don't know.
He had his like rants and raves channel. I never saw his actual Lil Dog channel putting up any more videos. So
yeah, we pretty much we just keep to ourselves.
Yeah, we don't really collaborate with anybody or.
Like we're friends with the Crafties, but
Crafty
we never
Trucker.
we never talk to them either.
Yeah, barely. We catch them in live feeds or something like that sometimes, but.
And the Trucking Couple, but we don't talk to them either.
Trucking Couple, we haven't talked to them in a long time. Not since the day we were at the DMV.
Yeah.
We saw them at the DMV in Vegas. We were right behind them in line. We sat there shooting the breeze for a while. The first time we met too, and then just.
I mean, we talked to them a couple times after that. They were trying to get us to.
Go expediting.
Go expediting.
Get your CDO with Swift. Yo, Marvin Keller. Cool. I mean, job's a job, man. Whatever gets you in there, I guess. I mean, it's like Swift. Swift catches a lot of crap. I mean, it used to be JB Hunt was the bad one to make fun of back in the day. Swift is the big one to make fun of nowadays. They're a huge company. They got a ton of drivers. There's a lot of good drivers there, but they got so many trainees too. They just, I mean, they're just so meme worthy, you know, that they get so many accidents and so many. But that's what happens when you're a bigger company. It just happens in bigger numbers. So, but. I mean, I've seen some bad drivers at Swift too.
We've seen bad drivers everywhere.
Oof, CR England.
Good luck.
I mean, I can't say because I never worked for CR England. I don't know just their whole training thing and whatever they get you into. I think from what I've heard, they really put you at a deficit working at CR England. You know what I mean? Like, don't they charge you for the trucking school?
Yeah,
Like
enjoy those three-bunk trucks.
Yeah, 3-bunk trucks and all that. It's like, screw that, dude. I got no. If y'all looking for change,
No.
Triple M Express out of.
No.
No, we're good.
Good.
Thanks, though.
Yeah. Thanks for thinking of us.
Have you heard anything about Marvin Keller? I've seen their trucks. I don't know anything about them though. I think Marvin Keller's they're a reefer company, aren't they?
I don't know. Someone asked how I'm dealing with the non-air seat. Well, I'm about ready to throw down about $1,000 to get so we can get a regular seat.
Yeah, we got to replace this one first.
Good God, my freaking.
Yeah, my butt bone hurts in this thing all the time because I got no ass too. I'm pancake ass, and my butt bone is hurting in this thing, man.
Yes, whenever we get it, that seat's gonna go over here, and then the new one will go in the driver's seat, obviously. But yeah, this thing sucks. This jump seat is horrible.
Yeah, that thing's stiff as shit.
Yeah.
I wish I was still that stiff. You'd be a happy woman.
What truck you drive? The crap Scadia?
Yep, shit Scadia. It gets the job done, but it is not. I gotta admit, it's.
Brent said, "Stop complaining."
Stop complaining about what?
The seat.
What's he doing on here?
Yeah. Next time you're going with him, then you can stay in the truck while you guys are waiting on a back haul. Did you do your schoolwork yet?
Oh, the last soda we have in the truck. I'm doing it.
Taylor drives with no air in the seat. That's how his trainer taught him, so he's used to it. And Brent said, "Looks like this is my exit," because I asked him if he did his schoolwork yet.
That's all.
Fucking head hurts.
You gotta go lay down.
No, I got like a sharp pain right here. It's a brain tumor.
That's where I was poking you earlier. Going, hey, make dinner.
It's a tumor.
It's a tumor. It's not the tumor.
It's a tumor.
It's not the tumor.
Woo.
Oh, look, I just squirted everywhere. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Memphis? It's mainly dry load. They do a lot of ADM, like cooking vegetable oil and soda. Yeah, like what we're picking up right now at General Mills, we're picking up, it's a reefer load, but we're picking up like pizza dough and yogurt.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, it's a mix. Like it's either pizza dough or yogurt.
Yeah, last time it was yogurt.
Last time it was yogurt.
It was a whole 40,000 pounds of Yoplait.
Yeah. But yeah, the companies get these contracts at food distributors and stuff. Yeah. What I pick up at Smucker's in Cincinnati sometimes for a backhaul, and that's all vegetable oil, all Crisco.
And then what's that?
Crisco or
Clorox?
Wesson. And Clorox, you pick up hand sanitizer and Clorox wipes and stuff like that. Typically those loads aren't bad. They're like 28,000 pounds, so that's cool. It's, yeah, like one was a full load of sanitizing wipes. So, still got a green light on this bastard. Jesus criminy, dude.
No, I think it's about time to go in that office and ask him what the hell.
I did that the last time, and they said, "No, you're good."
Yeah, I think it was not long after you got back in though that it turned
Yeah,
red.
as soon as I got back in, like 5 minutes, and the
It
light was
turned red. Yeah.
Because you're jerking us around, man.
Yeah, because I might need to go in there and use the facilities anyways.
Well, it is lovely. Hey, Stan, what's up, man?
What up?
Sorry I didn't call you back, dude. You called the other day. I was working. I think I was
When did you call? I've been with you every day.
called, got it like last week, like Friday or something like that. Maybe you were sleeping, but I was doing drops or something like that. And then I said, I'll call him back later. And of course, go back to work. I just keep forgetting to call. Just tell them you'll load it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be done and out the gate right now. Yeah, I was hoping we'd be done by now, so we'd be home by like 1 a.m.
Well, and then I was saying on the other side of it, like, just
Well, and it
wait and
sucks
see.
because this mattress isn't big enough for us both to sleep on.
Yeah.
I mean, we can, but it's, you know.
Me. It'll do in a pinch.
Gonna have to put that other mattress back in here. Sorry, Steve.
Oh, there she goes, busting Stan's balls again. Do we ever come to Oklahoma? Nope, not anymore.
Yeah, especially not with their little ice storm. If the weather says ice storm, you can guarantee that I will not be in here.
Guarantee I will not be driving.
I will not be driving.
I'm staying close to the house. Go and make that money, man. Rates are banging.
Yeah.
I mean,
You got a week till you're worried about it.
it's really going to happen after the election. You know, it's like, can't be any worse than what's been going on.
I don't know.
I think after the election
We
is.
got a lot of people from Vegas in here tonight.
No, I just have that feeling like as soon as the election's actually over and Trump or Biden or whatever, whoever wins, and it's all settled, COVID, all this crap, a lot of it will hopefully. Strike. What?
What?
We say strike?
Yeah, analytic strike.
Oh, yeah. You're bringing up wrong words, censorship.
3 strikes, you're out.
No, just as soon as all this is over, I mean, I might be wrong, sure, but there's always like a real heightened thing all the way up to the election. As soon as the election is over, everybody cools their tits and just, things kind of level out. But
someone said, "Toughen up, Buttercup. Drive in the snow and ice."
No, that's my job now, right?
I did it plenty until the night I literally thought I was gonna die and
Yeah, I'm done with this shit.
was crying. So
Money or no money, I don't care. Done with this shit.
Yeah. There'll be plenty of days when the weather is just fine, but if a storm's coming through, chains. We don't use chains in the Midwest.
I don't use chains anyway.
Well, yeah.
Even in the mountains. Screw that. I don't use them. Yeah, I mean, talking about like staying close to home until after the election, yada, yada, yada. It's kind of like, I see that part of it too. Like, if things get all stupid, am I going to take a load to downtown Chicago? Probably not. I might avoid it for a while.
Yeah, just stick to that little towns.
Yeah, stick to the rural towns and everything where everybody's got their heads screwed on straight. 7 times a year. Like, what happens if you got to do it 8? 8th time? Nope, I'm done.
I only do it 7
You only get
times.
7. These arms are only meant for 7. Yeah, who's that old man? Come on. I move in, I move out.
Yeah. You know, it's okay if people call you old, but if someone said, "Who's that old lady with you?"
Yeah, everybody say, who's that old broad in the truck, man?
I'd be like, "What? What?"
How dare you? 29 forever.
Yep, I like it.
Come on. Uh-huh.
Good night.
What's up, Simper? Fucking Jeremy, what did I do? Did I make it funny?
Yeah, must have. Trucking with daddy.
Trucking with daddy issues?
Oh man, my head hurts.
No, we've chained, and then we got some of them auto socks, and we use those, of course. But like auto socks now, just having regular dual tires on the tractor.
Yeah, those
definitely use auto socks.
Yeah.
Putting auto socks on the super singles last winter sucked. Those things were a bit of a pain, but. Can I come over for your Halloween party?
No Halloween party.
How are we dealing with winter? So far it's non-existent for us. Just
yeah, it hasn't happened.
I mean, it's getting colder. We've had some rain. We haven't had any snow yet. I'm sure in the next month or so we'll get a dose of it.
Yeah, we're owner-ops. Yeah, people do change companies a lot because a lot of these companies suck. They'll sit you around and they won't work you, or they'll make you do things you don't want to do or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, all within the guidelines, because now it's more strict with the ELDs. But
well, you got to find your fit.
Yeah.
What fits you? I mean, a lot of people get into over the road. Over the road is not for everybody. I mean, at least 50% of the trucking population out there over the road is not for them. They may go do it for a while, but ultimately they're always looking to get to more of a shorter haul or local gig or something like that. People go to trucking school hoping to go right into a local job, and it can happen, but you know, don't count on it a lot of times. And of course they're going to push, because you go to trucking school, the over-the-road companies are the ones that are recruiting for all that stuff. So
yeah.
When you go to trucking school, Werner, Swift, Schneider.
No,
whatever.
we will never move back to Vegas.
Nah.
Never, never.
Not willingly.
No, never.
Yeah,
there's not a single.
There's not a single reason to move back to Vegas anymore. We're out. It's good. We're gone. You know, we still have family there, but there's nothing positive in Vegas that we can't achieve somewhere else and be better off.
Yeah.
There's no need to be back in Vegas.
Nope.
Jeremy, do you know anyone who has pulled for AutoZone? Nope. I know it's like a dedicated gig, you know. I don't know if they run team or solo. If you're going to AutoZone stores, you know, you get routes and stuff like that probably, and just a set thing. You go out and make drops at all their stores and then go back to the distribution center. Probably like a lot like working for like Walmart or something like that, or even a lot like what we do. We go out of a central one distribution center and I know I'm not the type to do pickup and delivery. Yeah, P&D is a whole thing too. If you like running local or running like a set route, sometimes it takes you out overnights and stuff like that of doing P&D. But you know, I don't mind P&D. It's cool. Of course, the advantage of P&D is you're local mostly and you're home every day and you run a shift. And if that's what you're into, then that's what you do. I tried local LTL having a goddamn comments. A little Hitler boss isn't for me. I almost killed him. Yeah, you will get some bad bosses in trucking too. That is for sure. How can we survive our first year with no knowledge? I don't want to be one of those people who is getting smacked around with dispatch. Just expect it your first year or so before you get settled in. Deal with it as much as you can. Don't just like, if somebody's giving you grief, I mean, if you're at a big company, especially, dispatchers are going to be. I heard a squeal.
Yeah, it's down there.
It wasn't us. God damn it.
It's that dude.
Yeah, your first year in trucking is going to be about the worst of it. Typically, you know, if you come right out of trucking school, go get trained, all that stuff, it's a hard transition. Dispatchers, managers, whatever, they're all, you know, dealing with shippers and receivers and all this kind of stuff. It's all pain. Just stay calm, work your way through it. You know, if you can stay with the same company for your first year, that'd benefit you the most, probably, just to get into that system. Then you might find you get into their system and way of doing things, you get to know the accounts they deal with and all that kind of stuff, and you might end up staying. You know, everybody's got their own thing.
I'm about ready to go pee and take a nap. Maybe we should wrap this up.
Oh, it's been over an hour. How long into your trucking career did you start your YouTube channel, Jeremy?
16 years into it.
Yeah, we've had the channel for 4.5 years. Yeah, almost 5 years. Come what, March?
February was our first video.
Was it February?
Yep. And you said you quit your job today.
Yeah, so coming up on 5 years of having the YouTube channel. I've been driving for 23 years, so I guess 18 years before I did a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we've been doing the YouTube channel for about 2 weeks before I started trucking, so.
That's a couple months. We didn't start until April.
Well, we actually started, I was going to school though, and then I ended up in the hospital, which to make that take longer.
Yeah.
But let's wrap up.
Do the backhauls pay good? Well, we get mileage pay for the whole run, and then we get accessorial pay. Every drop we do, I get $11 per drop, and if I do like 4 drops, $44. And then if I do a backhaul, it's $30. And then like we're getting layover pay for this one, so we're getting $300 to stay over and pick this load up. And then we still got the mileage all the way back, like 250 miles back to Champaign. So we're getting that mileage pay on top of the backhaul, on top of the detention pay we're getting, or layover pay. So, you know, but then the mileage pay isn't that great, I'll admit that.
But all the accessorials.
But the accessorial pay makes up for it, and we average out usually, depending on the run and whatever, it'll pay. I've seen somewhere in the $1.40 range, like $1.45, all the way up to like over $2 a mile, like $2.20. So depending on what run you get and all that kind of stuff. And either way, you make money. Like for the day running this, we made about $1,000 probably.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And for being home every night, and he has about 2 or 3 days off a week, so.
Yeah, I had a couple days off last week. Still got in like 2,300 miles, and typically.
Well, that's because we're running together now.
Yeah, we're running together, so we can back each other up on that and make it back home every day. If I take a longer run, like 650, 700 miles with drops and backhauls, if I run it solo, I'm going to get stuck out somewhere and have to lay over. With her with me, and I'm 100 or 200 miles from the house, and I run out of hours, because usually I run my 14. As soon as I run out, she can take over and take us the rest of the way home, so I can take a load the next day and start early, and you know, it just keeps us more on track for day-to-day runs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. In a week's time of doing this, we've already made more money than when a whole month of me working my other job.
Yeah. Yeah, so money's not bad. I mean, like I said, we're home every day, and we're even getting a couple days off a week, and we still, week before we made over $3,200 net to ourselves. So we ran 2,800 and something miles for the week and made over 3,200 bucks. So not a bad week.
Yeah, and this week we've got, what, about 1,900 miles in?
So far.
No. 1,200. Today's Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll be over 1,200 miles this week so far. And then whatever, we still got
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
because today is Wednesday now.
Yeah.
And we won't get a load today. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The cutoffs are Monday at noon. So we'll have
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because Thursday, tomorrow, we won't have a load.
yeah. Thursday.
Tomorrow is Thursday, and we won't have a load. It is Wednesday right now. We did not get a call for a load tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. God, I'm losing track of my days, man. Yeah. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll get 3 more days, and if we can get, say, 500 or 600 miles for each one, say another 1,500 to 1,800 miles on top of the 12 we got, 3,000 miles, we still stand chance to pocket around 3,000 bucks for the week. So not a bad gig. I mean, if we can take home 12,000 a month, we're doing okay.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
I gotta pee.
All right. So Selena has to go take a shit.
I
so
do not.
She's got to go punch a deuce
Yeah, on his chest.
on my chest. Give me a nice Cleveland steamer. That's hot.
So on that note,
Yeah, so we'll check back later. Just wanted to pop in. So everybody have a good night. Like, share, subscribe, punch the like button and all the share button.
keep
Or
it
whatever.
between the ditches,
Go
bitches.
buy some merch.
Yeah, go buy some merch,
Links
man.
are below.
Yeah.
If you want to buy a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or some custom printed condoms with my face right on the reservoir tip. The reservoir tip actually comes out of my mouth. Yeah, it's right there. Like a little turkey bobber. Boop. You know. This is a new thing that we put up as merch. So anyway, we're out. So, right?
Yep. Out.